Well, this needs to change. Let's begin. Quite worryingly, a road rage offender, Fabian Greco, has escaped a prison sentence because, get this, the prisons were full. I mean, can you even begin to fathom the absurdity of this situation? I mean, it's just completely disgraceful, isn't it? Well, where's the deterrent, you might ask? Well, don't worry, there's plenty of deterrents. Like the fact he might do something similar again, maybe. Or the fact that we should be building more prisons. But apparently, no, that's just too much work, isn't it, I'm guessing? But they built the Nightingale hospitals quick enough, didn't they? So hopefully they could do something similar here. But of course, you know, they would have to be secure, wouldn't they? Because we can't exactly have convicted criminals out there strolling the streets in open air prisons, can we? But does anyone else think that this is like the ultimate get out of jail free card? I mean, who needs a lawyer when you can just blame the fact that the prisons are just full? I mean, if I ever get pulled over for speeding while trying to break the land speed record on a dual carriageway, I think I'll just tell the copper that I can't go to jail because the prisons are full. But of course, let's not forget that this is all thanks to the government and their cuts of the number of prison cells, which apparently is around about 10,000 cells since 2010, and yet we're surprised when someone like Greco doesn't end up behind bars. This is also apparently the first time a public admission has been made about this issue since Operation Safeguard was triggered in November. And of course, it's not like the government at all have been ignoring the warning signs and now they're trembling to find a solution. No, it's nothing like that at all. And what about the other bloke, the victim in this, William Harrington? The other truck driver, he was physically assaulted by Greco, wasn't he? And to be honest, that couldn't exactly been very nice for him, and no doubt he'll be pretty peed off about it himself. But as a comfort to him, I'm sure he'll be very happy that the Shadow Justice Secretary, Steve Reed, reminds us that Labour is apparently the party of law and order and will stand up to victims. And of course, that is very good to hear. There's just one thing, they didn't exactly really care too much, in my opinion, about the democracy in the referendum a few years ago, did they? Which, to be honest, I don't think is exactly doing the right thing. But anyway, this is a serious issue, and it's obviously completely unacceptable that someone who had committed a violent crime was able to avoid serving time in prison due to a lack of prison space. And to be honest, I think it's about time our government grew a giant set of kahunas and took a little bit of action and addressed the problem before it results in more dangerous criminals roaming the streets. You know, it's time to invest in building these prisons and hiring more staff. And of course, it's time for them to come up with a long-term solution instead of just sweeping the problem under the rug. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.